What are you running away from when you drink alcohol? What are you avoiding when you drink alcohol? This message is not for everyone. Some people have a drink and it's fine and dandy and all is well. But some people know their relationship with alcohol is not okay. It's not healthy, it's not fulfilling. Even if you're doing it every day, there are people who know this isn't right. This is scary. I'm unwell. Something needs to change, but I don't know how, I don't know what to do. So what are you running away from or avoiding when you drink alcohol, when you drink alcohol in excess, when you run to a drink? And sometimes we think, oh, I don't know. But I bet if you get really honest and give space and quiet, something will come to the surface. Something is on the tip of your tongue. What are you avoiding? What are you running from? There's something on the tip of your tongue. I would guess. And if not, can you get quiet and make space to allow what it is to reveal itself? And I can't tell you what it is for you, just like you couldn't tell me what it is for me. It might be more than one thing, but some things I've heard people say that they are running away from, avoiding when they drink in excess, are things like loneliness, fear, feeling lost, feeling disconnected, trauma, physical trauma, sexual trauma, trauma from war, trauma from childhood, feeling neglected, feeling in pain, physical pain, emotional pain, feeling insecure, feeling awkward, feeling ugly, feeling worthless, feeling directionless, feeling like you can't accomplish your dreams, like you're not worthy of accomplishing your dreams, feeling like life is pointless. Like I've heard all of these things. I have felt many of them. And they're all big deals. They're not to be taken lightly, but they are all things that can be addressed. But these topics, everything I just said, are things that, interestingly enough, most of the time people aren't comfortable talking about, hearing about. It's not something we often say in conversation. Oh, I'm so lonely. Oh, I'm so depressed. Oh, I need to deal with my sexual trauma, my childhood trauma, or I feel so ugly and insecure. Most people don't say that in conversation. If you have people you say that to, that's, I would say, very fortunate. That's a beautiful thing. And maybe we should all be saying this stuff more, because the world is navigating these kinds of things, but most people navigate them alone, in silence, in their room, in like the dark corners of their home, in shame, in confusion, in pain, in like attempting to push it down. And alcohol is a way to try to push all of that down. But as I'm sure you know, it just comes back. It comes back the next day. It doesn't go away. Alcohol doesn't make these pains or confusions go away. It can help us to cope, it can help to numb the feelings, the thoughts around these areas of life, but it doesn't make it go away. So the reason I bring all of this up is because how can we help ourselves? How can we heal? How can we find healthy solutions and paths forward if we don't acknowledge honestly what it is we're running from, what it is we're avoiding, what it is we're trying to numb, silence, push down, push away? And it can be scary to admit any of these things, probably because we do feel so much shame around it. It's like these secrets we're supposed to keep. Meanwhile, most people are dealing with one of these things at some point in time or more. So it is funny that there's any shame or any secrecy because it's so commonplace. Yet we're left to figure it out alone, typically. And most of us don't know how to do that. So we do the best we can. And alcohol obviously isn't the only way to avoid. Social media is a way to avoid our pain. TV, movies, YouTube. Okay, I'm just saying, even though I love YouTube, there's so many good resources on YouTube. Porn, overworking, over-exercising, sleeping even, like sleeping all day. Relationships that can distract us, you know, just like relationships that are unfulfilling, but we just stay there to avoid dealing with ourselves. You know what I mean? And so if we can be honest with ourselves and just ask ourselves that question, what am I running from? What am I avoiding? And maybe something jumps out to you, or maybe you need to sit with it for a minute. That, I believe, is the first step in helping ourselves to heal, to feel well, to move forward, to kind of rise up from these hard moments and feelings and places. And I wouldn't be able to tell anyone exactly what to do with this information, but I can say that whatever it is you're navigating, whatever it is that you're running from, avoiding, feeling, no matter how intense, big, heavy, scary, gross, if it's like a gross memory, that's what I mean, not that you're gross, but like a gross memory, a disgusting memory, whatever it is. One, someone has experienced it before, so you're definitely not alone. That's a definite. And two, we're in such a remarkable time where you can find resources, community, insight on what you're facing, and you can, you know, learn so much in this day and age. It's quite amazing. There's, you know, YouTube. See? Hello. There's so much on here that isn't just like, even though I love comedy. I'm a huge comedy fan, but and actually that has been my medicine for so much of my sobriety. It's just the joy from comedy. So I am grateful to comedy. And comedians are often so raw and open. They just say what they've gone through. They say what they've experienced, and they put it all out there. So there is a lot of help in comedy and storytelling. And then that, you know, can go into what, you know, I actually thought I didn't think I was going to bring up comedians, but that is actually really helpful. It's helped me so much. I love comedians. And also there are stories about all of these feelings. There's therapists online. There's doctors online. There's, oh my gosh. And I know you know this, obviously. Like, why am I saying what's online? You all know what's online. My point being, sometimes when we are feeling completely alone and isolated, no one can understand what I'm going through. No one can help me. Everything is hard. I promise you there are people who get it. There are resources that can support you. Definitely. So what is it you're running away from? What is it you're avoiding when you drink in excess, when you drink and it's alcohol's a crutch for you? Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you have a good day. My name's Allison, by the way. I talk about sobriety and finding your voice and your health and your confidence along the way.